Who knows the combination to your safe? If you've been watching the news lately and you own a Liberty safe, you know they have the combination, but who else? And how do you make sure that you're the only one that knows the combination to your safe? That's what we're going to talk about today. I'm Robert, you're watching Locksmith Recommended. If you've purchased a safe in the last 10 or 20 years, all major safe manufacturers, not just Liberty, but AMSEC, Fort Knox, Sentry, Browning, all the major safe manufacturers keep either a copy of your code on file or a recovery code on file if you have an electronic lock. They do this for good reason. If you ever forget the combination, you can get into that safe without having to pay a safe technician to drill it. And what if you die? Your family's going to want to get in and get to the will and get to the property in the safe. So this gives them an affordable way to do that. In most cases, the safe manufacturers are going to require that you use a safe technician or locksmith company in order to get that code, because they need to verify that you have legal rights to the safe. In many cases, safe manufacturers will give that code to law enforcement who has rights to access that safe. And that's what happened to Liberty last week. So what are you going to do if you don't want anyone to know the code of your safe? You have a couple of options. Let's cover those. Liberty Safe has come out and created a form that you could fill out, and they will remove any combination to your safe or override code to your safe that they have on file. I'll put a link to that down below. So if you're a Liberty Safe owner, just follow that link, fill it out, and they will remove your code from the system. Other major safe manufacturers haven't done that yet. What are your options? If you have a dial combination set at the manufacturer, so you bought the safe off the shelf at a retail center, or it was directly shipped from the manufacturer, it's going to have a default code. That default code is stored with the manufacturer for those cases that we just mentioned. If you don't want anybody to know your code, this one's easy. You just have a locksmith come out on site and change the combination. Once it's been changed, the code that's kept at the factory is no good. Alternatively, we've got a video that tells you how to change your own combination. I'll put a link to that video down below in the description. Just be very, very careful. If you mess up changing a safe combination and you close that door, you're not getting back in. Now that safe has to be professionally drilled by a safe technician, and that could cost several $100s to do. Test it many times before you close that door. Now, what if you have an electronic lock? This is where it gets tricky. All major electronic safe lock manufacturers are tying override codes to the serial number of the lock. And that override code is what your particular safe manufacturer is keeping on file. And what that does is that puts the electronic lock back into the factory original state so that a default code can get somebody into that safe. Now here, if you don't want anybody to know the combination of your safe, you have to replace that digital lock. Putting a new digital lock on it isn't going to work. The safe manufacturer of that digital lock will keep an override code tied to that serial number that can be used to get in. The only way to protect you from anyone knowing that code is to put on a dial. Now your local locksmith or safe technician could come out, replace your electronic lock, and put a dial on your safe if you want to go that route. If you found this information useful, click the like button down below. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We come out with a lot of videos. Thank you for watching Locksmith Recommended.